Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. Sending you tons of love. And today's message feels like a continuation of the last one about why you're feeling so tired. And I started receiving it a couple of days ago, and it's starting to just become more clear now. And that message is that you're learning how to receive. But there are layers to this. You're learning how to receive on a very deep level. And that's why there's been a slowing down. That's why there's felt like extra gravitational pull. It's pulling you more into the present moment. And it's like this energy, like God, like Spirit, is teaching you how to receive on a very deep level. Teaching you how to receive rest, renewal, nourishment, love. Deep spiritual information and assimilate it. It's teaching you how to receive deep nourishment on a cellular level. And teaching you how to receive peace. Even when external circumstances can seem very chaotic, very much outside of your control. You're being taught how to receive deep peace and deep rest. And when this slowing down happens, it can be pretty freaky for the mind. And especially a mind that has been programmed in a society that has favored the masculine energy for so long. The doing, the hunting, the fighting, the building, the hustling, the moving. Where there hasn't been much room for rest, for integration, for slowness, for moments of nothing, for moments of being. In fact, I'm sure a lot of us have been told that not moving, not doing, not producing, not growing, not expanding is laziness. And is somehow bad or wrong. And it's not. It's balanced. But in a society that's built to create workers, there is no room for introspection. There is no room for sitting underneath a shady tree and contemplating the secrets of the universe. There is no room for having deep rest, deep, integrative, healing rest. Nonetheless, this is what you are being shown. This is what you are learning on a very deep level, is how to rest and receive. Because another aspect that's being balanced right now is outputting that isn't balanced by input, giving that isn't balanced with receiving, producing that isn't balanced with observing and appreciating. doing that isn't balanced with being. And that makes me think of the Libran scales. And at the time of recording this, we just had a full moon in Libra. And Libra is all about balance. That's why Libra is represented by the scales. Yes, the scales of justice. But what really is justice? Justice is fairness. It's balance. It's bringing back into harmony that which is out of harmony. So we're being invited to embody balance and harmony within ourselves first. And then from there, then that balance and harmony translates into our relationships with other people and our relationship with the world. And it sounds simple when I use these words to describe the process, but the process is actually so profound and so deep and nuanced. And that's why the body can feel so tired when this is happening, is because there are so many internal workings that are coming into balance right now that have been out of balance. And it takes a lot of energy for these things to be reworked. So I hope that you're being gentle with yourself during this process, because it's deep. And I got a few comments from some of you saying that you thought that you were tired because you were ill. And I will always recommend going to see a doctor and getting checked up if you think that you are ill, just to make sure and cover your bases. Again, with the balance. Yes, we have so many beautiful natural remedies, herbs, tinctures, things that come from the earth that can heal us. But there are also beautiful, miraculous aspects of modern medicine that are also at our disposal. So finding the balance in what works for you. But if you are feeling like maybe you might be ill, of course, go get checked up. But also realize that everything is interconnected. The things that we experience on an energetic and spiritual level will have a physical response. And sometimes because the body is vibrating at a slower frequency, that's why it's solid and dense, or we perceive it to be that way. It takes a while for the body to catch up from what's happening energetically and spiritually. And I'm getting that electrolytes are really important during this time. Good deep hydration. So yes, drinking water, drinking more water, but also making sure that you're getting your electrolytes. Sodium, potassium, magnesium. And it doesn't have to be a lot, but electrolytes, hydration can really support the body in moving energy and in these deep cellular processes that are happening. And salt in general. Like today I was called to just have this selenite wand with me, and I know that this isn't just salt, but this reminds me of salt water as well. So soaking in the sea or having an Epsom salt bath can really help to cleanse and purify and also hydrate, because Epsom salts also have magnesium in them, so that can also help. Okay, so before I pull cards, okay, what is this? I just need to give me a second to put this together. Okay, so before I pull cards, I'm also getting a message about shifting your perspective. Now, I've been getting a lot of nature photographers coming up in my TikTok feed, and the most beautiful nature photography. But they have this cool feature where you're watching the video like this, and then they tell you to turn your phone so that you can observe their photography in landscape format and get more of the wide angle view, which is like so beautiful. It's such like a cinematic experience. And even when I pulled out my selenite, I felt called to bring it out horizontally, kind of in this landscape position. So we're being asked to try to look at things from a different perspective. So if you're used to always seeing things in portrait mode, try shifting into landscape. So what does that mean? Could mean a bunch of different things. It could be as literal as if you're a passenger in a car or on a bus, just looking at things sideways, changing your perspective that way. If you're used to being upright and walking while you're out in nature, try sitting or lying on your back. If you're used to seeing things and people and situations in a certain way, try to see them from a different perspective. Maybe one that is a little bit softer. Maybe try seeing yourself from a softer and more compassionate perspective. If you're used to, if your habit is being hard on yourself, if your habit is being judgmental of yourself, if your habit is letting those thoughts run on a loop, maybe the new thing is interrupting that loop with something more life-giving. Life-giving. This is what we're being shown and taught on a very deep level. You can probably feel it in your body as you're listening to this. I invite you to check in with yourself, do a quick body scan, and see if you can feel an area of your body that's lighting up while I'm saying these words to you, while you're listening to this. Right, life-giving. So right now we are learning how to receive. And not just material things, but how to receive on a very deep, embodied level the real, true nourishment that hydrates our cells, that replenishes our energy stores, that brings harmony and balance into our being. So while this is happening, ensure that what you are doing, what you are saying, what you are consuming is life-giving. And to the best of your ability, not something that is just done on autopilot, said on autopilot, consumed on autopilot. Like, what do you really need? What do you really need? Is it a moment of no sound? Is it a moment of really connecting with your glass of water, speaking life into it and drinking that life? Is it a moment of pure presence? Is it a deep, nourishing breath? Bring it back to basics. Bring it back to love. And tune into what you really need. And then allow yourself to receive that. Like really receive it. Really take it in and absorb it. Really see how your body responds to it, to the kind words, to that glass of water, to that moment of stillness. To you actually listening to it. It's simple, yet profound. It's simple, yet profound. And so this card deck is all animal medicine. However, there are a couple of these cards in there that have no animal. And their purpose is for you to tap in and tune in to see what you sense intuitively. So you'll see on here a piece of coral, a medicine bag, an antler. I believe that's a little piece of turquoise, and a feather. So these might be confirmations for someone. But also this open circle is inviting us yet again to check in and see, what do you need? What do you need? And it's so funny because I wasn't even going to pick up this deck because I've misplaced the book. And it still gave us what we needed. Okay, my friends, I'm feeling called to leave it there. Sending you so, so much love. If you're interested in channel memberships, the link will be in the description, and there will be more info coming about that very soon. And I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon.